Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia and I'm the owner of Alicia Be Creative. Today's tutorial is this cute little fa la la snow globe. I couldn't help but to put together this cute snow globe, of course, for the holiday season. Of course, everything I use in today's video will be listed and linked down in the description box down below, as well as any discount codes to save you some extra money. Let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. I'm starting today with this 20-ounce glass snow globe. So I get these from Hog Tumblers, and you guys have seen me do one of these actually not too long ago. And so the solution I'm using for my tumbler here is the Magical Flow solution from Two Moms Craft Shack. So I have that in my little bottle that I use to put in snow globes. I've put just a little bit in the bottom of the snow globe, and this is just to prevent any clumping from the glitter going in and reaching the top of the cup. So to give a little bit of that flow in there first to avoid any of that clumping. And then we're going to go in with our glitter. So this first glitter here is Filori from Peachy Olive Glitters. And so this is a beautiful white translucent opal glitter that I've used quite a bit lately. So I'm going to go ahead and put about a measuring cup full or so of this into the bottom of the cup here. As far as how much glitter, I feel like I've answered this question a couple times, but really just fill until you're happy. The more glitter you have, you will have less of a flow. The less glitter you have, you typically will have more flow with your solution, but really it's just dependent on what you're kind of going for and which kind of styles of glitter you're using, whether chunky or medium chunky. This next glitter that I'm going to be adding, this is Pink Christmas. So this is from Batty Glitter from Myra Mix It. And so these are cute little pink holographic Christmas trees, and they're just so stinking cute. I had to add these to this snow globe because I thought this pink and white look is just so pretty. I totally wish that this could be the theme of my Christmas in the house, but I don't think I can get away with a house full of boys to be able to put pink and white all over the house. But anyway, figure I'll live my dreams through this beautiful snow globe. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of these Christmas trees in there. I didn't want to add too much because I wanted you to be able to see the Christmas trees when you shake it up, be able to tell what shape they are. So I added just enough to kind of fill the bottom of the snow globe and then just pushed those in. Once I've added all my glitter, I'm going to go ahead and now fill this up. So I fill this up until probably just about till it gets to the top here. I like to leave though a little bit of space and not fill it all the way up, because then I will sort of seal the bottom and shake everything up. Give this a really good shake by just covering the bottom with some paper towel here and some tape just to keep it secure, so I can really give this a real good shake. And that's just going to help mix my glitter, mix my solution, make sure everything is really nicely, thoroughly mixed and we've got a good flow going, and get any clumps that might be, any glitter that might be clumped toward the top, get that kind of shuffled and moved around so that everything is flowing nicely. Once I've gotten everything mixed up and the glitter seems to be non-clumped, I'm going to go ahead and continue to fill up the rest of this snow globe. So I fill up until the solution starts to come out of the bottom, and then that's typically how I know that's as much as I'm going to be able to get in using the bottle that I'm using. So tilting in order to obviously make sure that the air bubble is closest to the hole is my best bet. But I'm going to show you another trick that I have been using to be able to get the most air out of my snow globe. So what I have found is that when I'm using acrylic snow globes, it's so much easier to be able to fill them completely. Glass can snow globes really can be a little bit difficult. So what I've been using is a bent syringe. So these are blunt syringes that I typically will use for adding glue to rhinestone projects. And I've been using these to actually remove the air. So what I do is I put a bit of solution on the bottom, and then I take this bent syringe and put it into where that air pocket is, and I'll pull back on the syringe, which pulls the air into the syringe and then forces the liquid on top of the snow globe into that cavity. So this is kind of like a quick trick if you're struggling, especially with the glass cans, to get them filled completely, to be able to get a bunch of solution in there and have them be fully filled. So once I've removed all of the air, or at least until I'm satisfied, I'm gonna give this one more good shake, make sure everything's mixed up again since things have kind of settled. Then I'll put the little plugs that come with these snow globes right into the hole on the bottom, and then we'll go ahead and get ready to add our decal. So this is after I put the plug in there. I haven't added any UV resin to the bottom. I'm actually just going to go over the entire thing with epoxy. And so we're going to go ahead and get right into our decal here. So this is a cute little fa la 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 decal that I got from Etsy. I'll link it down in the description box. I've gone ahead and just sized it to be about, I believe it was about 3.5, 4 inches wide. And I've just gone and print and cut this design. And then we're just going to hand place this onto the snow globe here. So because I'm using a matte sticker paper, I'm using the matte sticker paper from, I believe this one's from Hayes Paper Co. It's what I've been using for quite a bit now. This I have tried to apply using transfer tape, and I have failed multiple times. So I think that with the matte sticker paper, which is actually my preference, with matte sticker papers, you really can't get away with using a transfer tape. At least I haven't yet found one that works without pulling up or like ripping your actual sticker paper. Now I have seen people do it with other brands of sticker paper, and I'll have to check out those. But I think that it's easier to use transfer tape on like the glossy sticky paper versus the matte sticky paper, because that gloss finish, of course, kind of gives that smooth surface and allows the transfer tape to slide off of it easy, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hand place this, just being very careful not to rip the pieces as I pull them off the backing of the paper, and then just get everything placed as I see fit. So once I've gotten the rest of this decal applied here, we're then going to get into adding a little bit of a drip to this. I couldn't go with not adding a cute drip to this design. So we're going to do a drip a little bit differently than I usually have. We're going to use UV resin. So this UV resin is from Light Wish. So this is Light Wish Colorful UV Resin, and it comes in 6 different colors. I actually was sent this by the company, and I wanted to try this out. So you guys have seen me use UV resin, of course, all of the time in my tutorials, but I typically am using it to like adhere something together, usually not for, you know, decorative purposes, if that makes sense. But what I love about these colorful UV resins is that it gives you an opportunity to use these in different ways. So not just using it to adhere something together or mix with glitter to put on a keychain, but I thought that I would try to use this UV resin in white to add a cute little drip to this cup. So using the white UV resin, I'm going to apply this to the top rim of the cup just like I would if I was using like puffy paint or fabric paint. And I'm going to add just a little bit at a time instead of going all the way over, because of course UV resin is pretty liquidy, and so you need a little bit of time to be able to work with it. So I decided to do this in sections. So I did about a 3-inch section, and then I use, of course, my UV lamp to cure that section, and then I continue to go around the cup. I tap the cup on the surface to get the drips, of course, to form, and then quickly get that under the UV lamp to stop or slow the process of that UV resin continuing to flow downward. It doesn't need a whole lot of time for your UV resin to stop flowing. It doesn't need to be fully cured quite yet, because I will just go around and cure the entire thing for another 2 minutes at the end of me going around with the UV resin. But if you are someone who's like me, who loves to do drips but hates having to do epoxy drips because they take forever, but also with puffy paint or with fabric paint, although it might not take forever, it does take a long time to dry. This is a really quick and easy option for you. If you are someone who wants to be able to add drips to different things, different projects and things, I feel like this was great to use in this pinch to be able to get the drip effect that I wanted and get it done rather quickly. So after that was finished, I did go ahead and cure the drip for another 2 minutes, and then I put that on the turner to do 2 coats of Artist Cure epoxy from Flynn's Sister Supply Shop. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the lid since we're waiting for the cup to fully cure here. Gonna go ahead and paint this bamboo lid in this beautiful pale pink color first to kind of get this prepped here. So just using a paintbrush and my paint here, we're just gonna do a nice coat of this paint over top of this. I don't do a lot of prep work when it comes to the bamboo lids. Typically, I'm gonna be doing rhinestones over this, so I'm not really worried about needing to really prep this. I find that rhinestones do adhere with glue really nicely to things like wood, and I don't find that I've ever had a need to prep this like I would like a stainless steel cup, but certainly if you want to sand it a little, you certainly can as well. It's not going to hurt or damage the bamboo lid, especially if you're going to be using something like glitter or rhinestones to sort of cover over anything that might be rough of a surface. So after I've gotten my lid painted, we're gonna set that aside to dry, of course, and then we'll come back and add our rhinestones. So I'm gonna be using Bob Smith's 30-minute epoxy. It's a 2-part rhinestone adhesive that I have been using. So you just add 2 equal dots to a silicone mat, sticky pad like I'm using here, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Diamond Magic from my Aisha Creations as well to give that glue a little bit of a sparkle. Then I'm going to take my little spoolie tool here, which I like to use to apply this glue. I'm going to mix everything together, and then I'm going to take that glue and get this evenly spread across the lid here. So I like using these spoolies. I've talked about this a couple times already, but I really like these spoolies as a way to apply specifically my Bob Smith glue, because I find that I'm able to get a nice thin even layer and my glue seems to go farther. So now that I have an even layer of glue, gonna go ahead and apply my rhinestone. So this absolutely gorgeous mix that you are looking at right now is called Prissy Sissy from Flynn Sisters Supply Shop. It is a Flynn Sisters exclusive mix, so you can pick that up in the exclusive mixes section of her website. I believe that it is currently available, but definitely be sure to grab this up because I don't think it'll be available for much longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the scatter method here, which is of course my favorite way to rhinestone, to go ahead and fill up this lid here. I did also do the outer rim as well. So the outer rim does also have rhinestones along the outer edge as well. I don't show this here, but I did add the rhinestones there. So just going to speed through this section here of me rhinestoning. I do wish that it was this quick. It's never that quick, but I do like watching the time lapses of this. It makes me think that it could really go that quick. But of course, once this is done, I'll allow this glue 24 hours to cure, and then I put this lid right back on this cup, and this is the final look for this design. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, of course, give this video a huge thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, and you guys know that I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!